welcome back to the channel. Today I decided to make another theme park video. I promise I'm going to do another Fortnite fashion show. I know it's been like almost a week, but I have planned to do another one, so don't worry. And if you guys want to be in it, just make sure you guys just click the first link in the description and join the Discord. But yes, I did decide to do another theme park video just because, I want to make more theme park videos out there. I've done a lot of Fortnite and I want to, since theme parks are slowly reopening, I want to do more of these. But I'm still going to go and do streams, don't worry. I haven't streamed in a while, but I still will, don't worry. But, as the time I'm recording this, I haven't streamed in a while. I don't know if I have since then. But, basically, I'm just going to be talking about, the new Epic Universe Universal Park that's going to open up. So, I'm going to start off with the bottom. The arches look a lot like the ones at Universal Orlando and at Universal Hollywood. But I think they look more like Universal Hollywood since, they're shorter. And if we move our way up, we enter the first hub area. I think it's going to be a lot like Pandora, like where neon, where it has like lights and stuff. Because the concept art to just show it like about to be like dark, like it shows like dark out. And you see like glowy lights. So I really think that could be like their Pandora thing. And then to your right, that's going to be your big Epic Universe shop. And if we keep coming around to our right, we're going to enter the How to Train Your Dragon area. But before we enter that, there's like this like big building. Honestly, that could be maybe a show. I think that could be part of it. Could be maybe I don't know, that could be the store that could be a restaurant. I'm still confused on that, maybe. It could be a ride, but I doubt it. Yeah, I highly doubt it. I really don't think it's going to be a ride, but there's a tiny chance it could be. And then you're going to walk around. You're finally going to enter the How to Train Your Dragon area. And this is where that building could be something. You could enter from the How to Train Your Dragon area, and that could be a show building for maybe a Soarin' type ride. But there are patents that Universal has sent to these companies where it shows them actually flying like on a dragon. It shows you, but like Soarin' and it's kind of like Pandora, I would say. So yeah, and then if you go up, you see this big coaster. I think that has nothing to do with How to Train Your Dragon. I think that's going to be themed to space. That's from rumors that I've heard from Theme Park Shark and with Elisa Stella. Most of these things are probably from them that you guys are about to hear, but there are some original ideas that I have. Then you're gonna go forward. You're gonna see You're gonna see a story coaster. It's gonna be a lot like the ride at Motion Gate Dubai. If you've ever seen it, it's a How to Train Your Dragon coaster there. I think it's gonna be a lot like that. And you're gonna go through show scenes, see animatronic dragons. It's gonna be like a roller coaster. But instead of being inside, it's gonna be outside. Then you're going to have, like, this boat ride. I think it's going to be a Mac Family Splash, which is a lot like the ride at Legoland, Florida. Battle for Bricksburg, which used to be Chima. And then I think there's going to be the big theater off down here. I think it's going to be a theater, and they're going to have a puppet show. But I've heard a lot of rumors of that. But one thing that I'm leaning towards, I could actually see maybe a meet and greet, obviously not in that huge building, but maybe in part of it, there could be a meet and greet with Toothless, because you've already seen it in the past, and they could even have Hiccup along with them. But I think the main ride in this area is gonna be the kiddie coaster, but and the other type. But then in the top right corner of the land, we see like this type of ride, like where like they're at parks in Australia. There's none in the U.S. except for one at Nickelodeon Universe up in New Jersey. But basically, you sit on like an airplane, but they're probably gonna be themed to dragons, obviously. And then you can make them do flips, but like you go around along this big pendulum. But yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of fun rides in this area. We could also see in one of these show buildings maybe maybe you could adopt the dragon, kind of like how you could Banshees. But one thing that I really think is going to come to this area is going to be some sort of full immersive dark ride. Which, the screen ride it's a dark ride, but it's not really full immersion. I think if that doesn't happen, this is one idea that I completely came up with. We could see a storytelling of maybe like all the movies combined, or maybe just its own story, but like it could be a lot like E.T., but instead of like you're on a dragon, it could fit like 4 people, and you have to go to Berk or something, or like this like Dragon Island from the 3rd movie, and you have to do something, you have to get back, but stuff doesn't go your way, and it could be a lot like I'm not gonna say there's nowhere near it's gonna be as good as Journey to Center of the Earth at Tokyo Disney Sea. Who knows? Maybe it could be, but I don't think so. But I think they could go along those lines where it's like like you see like this huge dragon, and then it turns into a roller coaster, and then that could even be this type of track that we see outside. But I really think that they're gonna have a major immersive dark ride in this land, because it would be a missed opportunity if they didn't. Because How to Train Your Dragon is one of their most highest properties, and this is the kids area of the park, like the main targeted kids area. Like there's still gonna be some pretty crazy rides, but like this is gonna be the most kid like property. But then we have that dueling coaster, which I think is gonna be themed to space. Then we have this space thing. I think that's gonna be a space ride like Mission Space. That's gonna be a ride. I think it's gonna be like Mission Space. I think it could be, but there has to be some universal aspect to it. I don't think it's gonna be themed to. It could be a Star Trek ride. It could be Star Trek. After I think about it, yeah, that's probably gonna. I think that's gonna be a Star Trek ride right there. And maybe I don't think this coaster is gonna be themed to Star Trek. It would be more generic. It's gonna be a lot like Rip Ride Rocket is, and kind of like how it's not really themed to an actual IP, or like Poseidon's Fury. That's not themed to an IP. That's completely Universal Creative, because they don't really have a lot of Universal Creative stuff in the parks, and I really hope that they bring more of that to this park. And then to the left we have it looks like a bunch of little shops, maybe a restaurant, maybe a flat ride. Then we enter the Fantastic Beastland. I think there's going to be 3 major attractions. You're going to have some sort of maybe flat ride. It's going to be some sort of flat ride, because I think that's going to not be in the big show building. You're going to have your Ollivanders, you're going to have your Butterbeer, you're going to have your wands. There's probably going to be some sort of maybe wand show instead of Ollivanders maybe. But then your 2 big dark rides, you're going to have some sort of Tower of Terror type ride, but you're going through the Ministry of Magic. I've heard a lot of rumors of that. And then 1 huge dark ride that you go through maybe trying to capture all the beasts. They have to go to try to get all of the different beasts from the movie. Then you have your hotel. People think it's going to be Wizarding World. I don't. I think it's just going to be a generic Universal epic hotel. Then you have your big fountain show. We're going to have your nighttime spectaculars. That's where I think the fireworks are going to... I think the fireworks are actually going to launch from behind the hotel, but that's going to be like your projection kind of... I think there's going to be 2 nighttime shows. You're going to have your fireworks, and you're going to have that type of show. Sorry if I'm talking a little bit fast, but this video, I don't want to make it super long, so sorry about that. If you guys need to like slow my speed of my voice down, you guys can. Next up, we're going to talk about Universal Classic Monsters. I think there's only going to be like maybe 2 major rides here. You're going to have this huge Frankenstein castle ride that you're going to go through all of the different classic monsters. That's going to be in the back. And then maybe a flat ride. I don't really think that... I think, because this land seems the smallest out of all of them. But to the right and to the left, there are expansion pads. I think they're going to add... I've heard rumors, but I really think there could be a Jaws/Jungle Cruise type ride, but instead you're going to find the creature from the Black Lagoon. I really think that could be possible. And if not, I'm coming up with a completely original idea. They could have a werewolf-themed ride. You have to get like on a carriage and you go through a forest, and like you have to try to find the werewolf. I really think that they could do something like that. And then that big theater show, it's a little bit too small to be Waterworld. But I really think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be themed to monsters, even though you have to go through monsters, it looks like, to get to it until they add that expansion pad. But it looks like that you can enter it from behind. Maybe it's going to be like a tram that can take you from the back of Super Nintendo World over to the show building. Because if you look, there's like a huge pathway, and it's not connected to the street. Wow, I think I might have discovered something. I really think that there is a chance that there could be something here that no one knows about. I really think that we could have something. Because it looks like there could even be a station somewhere. If you see like these like little white things. I think if you're like a little kid and you don't want to go through the Universal Monsters area, you can go around. The one thing I think that's going to be in Universal Monsters Land, 100%, a full-time haunted house like the one that we saw at Halloween Horror Nights. 100%. I'm like 100% we're going to see a full-time, full-year haunted house that's going to be there. That's going to be there. But I think Halloween Horror Nights could shift over to this park. Probably not at first. But I think that they could have like a terror bus. And the bus you take to get to this park to that park, I think you could do that. I think they could do something creative. Like how the Terror Tram is at, how it used to be over at Universal Studios Hollywood to take you from the actual area to the backlot hotel houses, and then you would take it back, and there'd be like little stuff along the way. I think they're gonna use that back thing to actually transport people from Super Nintendo World to the area, huh? I think that theater show though could be a Beetlejuice show, maybe, like the Graveyard Review, how it used to be, where Rest in Peace, Earthquake was, and now the horrible. Well, it's not horrible. I'm not gonna say it's bad. The new Fast and Furious ride. I'm not gonna say anything. It's okay. It's not bad, but it's not the best either. But this theater attraction, I'm really confused about that. I'm gonna go back to that later. Then we have the Fire Restaurant. That's gonna be a restaurant. You have these shops to the right of it. This huge glass thing with like a little queue. I think that's gonna be like their big flat ride, but it's gonna be like maybe like a teacup type ride. Then you have your carousel in front of that. Then you have this show building, which I think it's gonna be a lot of people against me. It's gonna be a Pokemon Snap attraction. I wish a Pokemon Snap attraction would be at this park, where you get like a little camera, kind of like your Buzz Lightyear weapon, and you could like take pictures of all the Pokemon. Whoever has the most completed in their Pokedex by the end. It would be really cool is if they could save, and each time you ride the ride, you can get more and more. And you have the option to reset if you want to, but you be given a card, or maybe you could pay for a card to save your progress or something, and you would scan it on the ride vehicle, and every time you could add more Pokemon to the Pokedex. And some could be animatronics, some could be screens, and they could have maybe like on certain days, they could have like a very rare Pokemon. I think they could be creative with that. That is my prediction. If Universal does that, oh my gosh, that'd be crazy. But I will make sure to be there at least like for the first week. I'm probably not gonna be able to go opening day. I might though. I don't know. It's gonna be crazy because it's not gonna open for 4 years from now, so I don't even know what's gonna happen from now. But then you have your expansion pad. I think some of it's gonna be used for Pokemon. Some's gonna be used for that Creature of the Black Lagoon. Everyone knows Nintendo World's gonna have Mario Kart, Yoshi Omni Mover, and the Donkey Kong Coaster. Everyone basically knows that. That's like common sense. And then you're going to go forward, restaurant. You're going to have your restaurant, your fancy restaurant. Then you're back at the entrance. This park's going to be insane when it opens. And the areas that I think that could be added in the future to the future IPs are definitely Pokemon. But I think they could add a whole nother expanded world behind the space ride. I think that could, because it looks like there's like a path leading somewhere, and it's like cut off by all these trees. So what I think is going to go there, because it doesn't look like it's an expansion pad for any of these lands. I could see maybe I'm coming up with this. It's kind of hard. It could be I don't think they're going to focus heavily on illuminations, but that could be some sort of maybe Ghostbusters, maybe? I don't know, honestly. I have no idea what's gonna go there. I'm trying to think of money-making IPs. It could be Terminator, for everyone who knows, but even though it's a rated R area, so they're probably not gonna have that theme to all land at the park. But they have had it in the past as a show. I don't know. But these fireworks are definitely covering that massive show building that no one knows about. But, yeah, that's gonna be my complete speculation for Epic Universe when it hopefully opens up in 2023, so I'm going to be able to experience it before I, go. But maybe, sadly, it might open up in 2024. It could be 2025, because they have said it's going to be delayed since of Corona. But I'm not going to say what type of thing, because I don't want this video to get demonetized. But, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed my speculation, make sure to leave a massive like. Subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. And if you guys want more theme park content, or more Fortnite content, or more Roblox, or whatever, comment down below so I know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Bye.